Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Alex Jones, I know, have y'all heard of Alex Jones? Yeah. He just was ordered to pay $49.3 million in a defamation case where he's this could have been our conspiracy corner. He's one of them guys. He said Sandy Hook was fake. It was actors in Sandy Hook, and the parents sued him, and he just had to pay all this money. What's your thoughts on it? Keep it a C-note.
I'm still not proven. I'm sorry. I'm still for Alex Jones. The people still need to know the truth. I was like, I'm surprised how so many people can like live in this nation and not question some of the things that's going on, especially with our government and shit. I'm sorry. Sandy Hook, I mean, I had my doubts. I don't know if I would have went as far as to say what he said until I had the actual facts. And
but now I'm glad you said that. Let me ask both of you guys, because y'all both conspiracy guys. When you hear all these mass shootings, is it ever like, oh yeah, I think that was fake? Have y'all ever thought any of that?
I haven't. I didn't even
never
take it
that it was fake.
Yeah,
Sandy
because
Hook,
it's a difference between saying
did people really die in Sandy Hook.
Yes, people died, but he's saying that it was all staged. That was actors. That Sandy Hook never happened.
And if
you see what I'm saying,
so he's saying people didn't really die.
Yeah, people didn't really die. That it was all the stop weapon,
he got
weapons
sued for defamation.
Yep.
Yeah,
what happened to? How does defamation and freedom of speech
work? See, John said the same thing. So they said if you say I'm not taking the vaccine, this vaccine is unproven. That's freedom of speech. When you start saying the government, they trying to kill people by giving us this vaccine, that becomes defamation. So he went, because some people will be like, 9/11 was done by United States.
It was definitely an inside job.
Right. So what we have people to say this mass shooting was an inside job, but he said this thing was totally fake, like it was staged. Like, you know what I mean?
All I'm going to say is, I don't see, because like you said, I never even looked at it like that. But the fact that he just came out of left field and said that,
he said that about a lot of shit.
He might have, something on there.
I follow him on InfoWars, and he usually has his info. He has all his shit in order. I don't think
he would just say that out of nowhere.
But see, out of that one, that Sandy Hook, that was weird because you didn't know. I actually thought they had those hired actors. But
they saying the same thing about the one that just happened now.
But see, there was some truth out of that though, because I know that my man, he was about to make some cars out of water.
No, not the Buffalo guy. No. What was the other kid?
The
U-Vault John. U-Vault John. I've seen Johns where people are, and to me that's the main thing. To me, I think it is I think that this was. You know how when you got cases, they said it set precedents? Mm-hmm. This was the first case to start attacking the conspiracy theorists that's online saying all this stuff. He was the prototype A. To me,
that one was. I actually do think real that you glad whatever shooting and then the horrible response by the police there and all that, and parents actually having to go in and save their own kids. Yes, I do believe
like
that actual
Vito. You remember Larry Johnson, right? Kansas City Chiefs Larry Johnson. You know he got a page on Instagram. He big conspiracy boy. And I believe he's one of the boys. If I'm not mistaken, shout out Dame again because he sent us a lot of stuff. I think he's one of the guys that sent something saying that U-Vault shooting was the same thing like fake.
There's a possibility. We don't know.
I've never looked at it like that.
Me neither.
I've never what was the joint a couple of months ago where they had the news guy and he was standing in front of all the bodies and while they was recording before they start shooting and the boy asked. The thing flew off him. Remember they had the tarps covering all the bodies, and the tarp flew off of him, and he put it back on himself, and then you know what I mean. So I don't know.
Like it's hard to believe the media. Like with that vaccine shit. Like what happened to all those bodies dropping? Hospitals being overfilled. They had body bags falling left and right. Then I mean, it is still existing. COVID supposedly not everybody got it. So why is there still not bodies dropping?
Since you speaking of vaccines, what's your thoughts on monkeypox? They just made it
Monkeypox
up.
been around though, so it's not.
Yeah,
new.
no, I mean they just declared it a public health emergency, and they coming up with vaccines right now.
I seen something that said the vaccine been out since 2017 or some shit.
Oh,
so
yeah?
It been around. None of this shit is new, but they just pushing it because at the end of the day, think about it. Monkeypox, COVID, they just said they has new cases of polio. Polio been going since the 1920s.
Yeah.
Come on, man. They making this shit too obvious. They is pushing this shit.
Now listen, one of them conspiracy joints that I seen with the monkeypox, and I seen somebody post a video that was like, I'm not taking no vaccine for COVID or none of that, but the way monkeypox make anybody, he said, shoot me here, right here in my arm. He said, I'm getting a vaccine.
You know what somebody brought to my attention? They said motherfuckers was out clubbing every day when COVID was around. COVID was killing people. They said everybody's scared of the monkeypox, but monkeypox don't kill you.
It don't kill
Right.
you.
Right, but they don't. Nobody want to look like that. And then
Some
you
of
know,
motherfuckers already
you
look
know
like
what?
that.
I was talking to my old head, cause my old head said, "Man, monkeypox, that's that gay stuff." And I said, "This is where it's gonna throw shit off because you see somebody with monkeypox, you gonna instantly think they're gay."
Yeah, I thought
and because he was saying how he works with a gay person, so I said, "Listen, you could touch something that gay person touched, and you get it." And now you spreading it, and everybody looking at you like.
So does
you
this sound
gay.
familiar? The same situation sound familiar?
With what?
AIDS?
Yep. Exactly. Same
Yeah.
exact way.
Yeah.
And I don't believe that it was from some monkey or whatever that they always put in the Dominican Republic. Fuck no. That shit was made in some
Man-made.
man-made in some fucking lab. It might have been made over in China, but wherever the fuck it was made in the fucking lab, and it was made to depopulate people.
Right, I agree with that. I don't know about the depopulating people, but I agree with it.
It did. For some reason, monkeypox is highly rated. I mean, it's more contagious for some reason to gays and with the gays.
Right.
And same thing back in the day with AIDS.
Right, but I'm saying what it's gonna do is it's gonna have you looking at everybody that contracts monkeypox funny. You know what I mean? So to me, that's like another way to isolate the people.
Have y'all seen any videos online
like
with people
time
who got
out,
it?
Yeah, time out.
And they were all gay, right?
Time out, right. So just imagine one of your homies just automatically pop up. Like, you were like, man. And that's what, to me, if it's a conspiracy, that's what this is supposed to do. You're going to take a vaccine and you're going to alienate other people because, oh, man, I ain't know he was like that. I ain't know she was like that and all that. And I think that's what it is. But it damn sure do remind me of the AIDS thing, though. So what's your thoughts, people? Keep it a C-note, monkeypox. How you feeling about it, man? I know some people waiting for a lockdown. If that's all you waiting for, keep it a C-note. Let us know. We just had kids over the weekend in the city of Philadelphia running wild, breaking stores, destroying stuff. Y'all got any thoughts on it? Keep it a C-note.
I got a question, Vito. Who's to blame?
The kids.
Okay, just the kids.
Just the kids, not the parents.
No, the parent. Of course, the parents get some blame, but like I said, you can have great parents at home, and if you're just a dickhead, you're just a dickhead.
My thing to the city of Philadelphia. Where the hell were the police at?
Standing by.
Where were they at?
The same
Standing
place.
by.
If I was a police officer, where I would have been standing by until that shit was over. Then I would have went.
What I say? But listen, what I told John, Vito, off the camera, I told John, I said, about the other incident. Because it was another incident, a party with a bunch of kids and fights broke out. I said, the way these new kids is, because they popping at the cops.
Oh, yeah.
I said, the way these new kids is 50, 60 of them, and it's 9, 10 cops. They're not going to do nothing. They're not going to do nothing. They just trying to, y'all go ahead without no violence at all. And John like, no, it shouldn't be like that. But my thing is like,
John, you would be a super cop. You be out there trying to.
No, but my thing that, hold on. My
Yeah.
thing that I asked John is, when these kids is coming down the street and they breaking glass on all these storefronts, how ain't 2 districts coming down there? How it ain't 2 whole
It should be.
districts coming down there? Like, Where's everybody
Because they got tactics. Because what I'm saying is, if that same group of kids was doing that same shit in Chestnut Hill, it would have been a different story. It would have been.
Hold on, it's also a little context to that because think about it. In spots like Chestnut Hill, the cops don't have really shit to do because the crime rate ain't going crazy and it ain't that many people in that area. So they have less to do. So soon as they get some action, they on that shit.
Right.
But in like the city of Philadelphia, where it's going down all day, every day, and cops are spread thin, it's way more people than the cops. So it's a little harder to get to.
Right. But I'm Vito. Somewhere along the line, I don't care if they got there late. Mm-hmm. It should have been footage of like, damn, the whole district down this. That never happened. Neither one of them situations.
Listen, I can tell you, we had a mobile unit on my block before, years ago. Shots rang out on the block. The mobile unit and the cop car didn't move until backup came 30 minutes later.
Yeah, cowards. Now them the ones that I think shouldn't have had no badge though, man.
But at the end of the day, why would they run the gunshots though? What the fuck?
Nigga, that's
like a fireman. Why would they run to
what
fire?
Taxpayers are paying them for, bro.
So, as a cop, if somebody's shooting right here, you're gonna run into that.
Nigga, pull your ratchet and go in.
No.
You here to serve and protect.
Not your job is to serve and protect, but if a motherfucker shooting,
it's a trailer out there in the cop car, Vito.
So if you run out there as a cop and get shot, who is left to serve and protect? Nobody.
It was multiple cops that you seen, right?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
They wasn't
Come
trying
on,
to get
man.
shot.
That's the problem
So you
is.
gonna run out and get shot? Is what you saying?
No, the problem is these cops are still in the check right now.
So let me ask you a question.
That's what they doing.
So do you think that they could deter and lower the rate of crime if they wanted to? If they want to hit up some of these hot spots in the city?
No.
The only way
you hit up hot spot A, hot spot B gonna open up.
The only way you gonna clear up some of this crime is if you do one big ass sweep and you go get everybody on social media that's telling on themselves. Mm-hmm. Even if they lying, you go grab all of them little niggas up. You wait. If you put 40 niggas, you lock 40 niggas up. You know 4 of them gonna break from the gun bust. Lock around everybody up. Take all these little gangster and put them in the same cells. Oh, he from this gang. Put him in cell with what? And y'all niggas figured y'all beat yourselves down in the cell. And then we gonna wait until the 3 or 4 guys just don't want no cheese sandwich or ain't used to this shit come and start telling us, no, it was such and such in this cell. That's how you gotta do it.
But that's only gonna last for that period of time. Because once you get out,
every
time I got locked up when I was in the cell, I said, man, I ain't never doing that shit again.
Yeah.
As soon as I got home, I was doing that shit again.
Yeah, I know, but it's a difference when you start seeing these kids get football numbers.
Niggas get football numbers and come home and do the same shit.
No, I'm talking about you start seeing your main guys because we were talking peer pressure and we was like, we don't believe in peer pressure and all that. But it's always 1 or 2 guys that's like everybody they follow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. When that 1 or 2 guys from every clique get 4 consecutive life sentences, it's gonna make everybody else think twice. Think
about the gang culture in LA. If that was the case, them guys got the 3-strike rules. They getting football numbers and life sentences.
Yeah, but
and then them dudes behind them still do the same shit.
But we're not LA. What I'm saying, we're right now we're following a trend, a Chicago, a drill trend. In order to break that trend, you gotta because these kids 14, 15, you gotta show these kids that shit real. It's real.
But you also got dudes that come behind them that think they smarter than the motherfuckers.
Yeah, you do. You do. You know, but it's a better thing that if you got 10 kids coming behind them saying, I think I'm smarter and this, that, and the third, than if you got 30 kids coming behind these other guys, like I'm gonna do exactly what he did. So you see what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's my thoughts.
These kids, they're not hesitating to shoot women. Take them out in a heartbeat.
Women, anybody. They shoot at cops too.
But see, we're living in the days and time which makes me feel bad that we, as black men, don't have that protective blanket over our sisters. Sisters are out there. They scared. No, they are.
What you not take into consideration is
these
places that these sisters are putting themselves in. Don't talk the talk.
But sometimes they live in these areas.
Yeah, you live in the area, but you also can keep yourself out of position. Like, if you're going to tell this guy, yo, if you do this or you say this, I'm gonna go get these people to do this.
That
to you.
has to stop.
But that's not even happening.
But I'm saying, but that does happen.
These-
That's a lot of it.
These females are not acting ladylike no more. They in the comments too talking about something. That's why we smoking on you. They doing the same thing the young boys is doing.
So be
and
prepared for what comes with it. That's
right.
what I'm saying.
This is.
Let me say this. Why do this boy got an empty glass?
Oh no! I was just waiting for the next topic. What's your thoughts though, people, on the kids in Philly? They was breaking storefronts, no cops, nowhere around. How you feel about it? Keep it a C note with us. Vito, shout out to you, Vito. Hold on, I want to do a toast to you,
What
Vito.
I do, man?
You made me look extra good last week, Vito. You talk all that Travon Diggs talk.
Okay.
Shout out Travon Diggs.
That ain't about nothing, man.
Listen, Travon Diggs has been getting done so dirty in camp that he deactivated his Twitter page. Mike, what up, Doc? Kyle, holla at me.
His ass up. But
what's your thoughts on
my
it?
thought is, I remember before when the year Josh Norman became the bull,
Right.
he was getting his ass told in camp too. So that shit don't mean nothing to the games. I don't give a fuck what happens in camp.
Okay, what's your thoughts, John?
Oh, that shit's funny, man. He need to grow the fuck up.
Yeah, he definitely do.
Yeah, but he was getting burnt by niggas that was working at Walmart, bro.
But I mean, you gotta do. I hope he takes this as a lesson learned.
Listen, just let me say this. I'd rather one of my favorite cornerbacks of all times is Asante Samuels.
Right.
I'd rather have a guy who gambles than a guy who just plays conservative.
I'm glad you said that, because to end this segment off, Vito, like I said, shout out to you because you bigged up Travon Diggs. Travon Diggs had all them interceptions last year. He gave up the most yards to as a cornerback.
You know he top 5 in pass deflections too.
He also was number 1 in pass PIs, pass interferences.
I don't care.
So what I'm
let me ask you
saying,
this question: would you rather have a guy who's conservative and may not get a lot of? Say a guy might get 80 yards a catch on him, compared to a guy who get like Diggs. Say somebody catch 110 on him, but Diggs got an interception or 2 in the game.
Let me do it better
I
for
want
you.
the turnovers.
Diggs had how many interceptions last year? Double digits, right? Slay didn't. They didn't throw the ball at Slay. They threw at Diggs. I would rather have Slay.
Oh.
I would rather have a guy
Who was the better team last year?
Out of who?
Out of the Eagles and the
Team Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas, exactly.
Yeah, team.
Yeah.
But they're not a better. We're talking about individual players.
I'd rather have the turnovers.
So
the turnovers get the ball to the offense.
Let me ask you this then, right?
Would you rather have more possessions for your offense or just a conservative defense?
I'll do you one better. Would you rather have Randy Moss get 2 catches on you for 18 yards, or would you rather him get 3 catches for 109 yards and a touchdown, but you got an interception on him?
I'd rather have the 18 yards.
Okay, then. So that's what I'm saying.
But the difference between
Darrelle Revis was the perfect example that you said last week. They're not going to throw to him. And Darius Slay is not Darrelle Revis, but they're not going to throw on his side like they're going to throw at Travon Diggs.
You're making a business decision when you throw at Diggs, because Diggs is like a fucking receiver on the other end.
Okay.
So you're gonna second guess throwing at him, and I'd rather have more possessions from my offense than just a conservative defense that even if, like you said, Slay might be the ball, but that doesn't mean that offense is not going to score on the Eagles defense because they can go somewhere else.
Right.
So I'd rather have the turnover.
Well, he's going to have a target on his back this year.
He probably is, and he's going to have more interceptions.
Again, shout out Travon Diggs, and like we always say, you a star, you in the NFL, you a pro athlete, like you got to man up. Yeah, you getting burnt at camp, like you just got to be toast that day. Yep. Like, come on, man. What's your thoughts? Travon Diggs deactivates his Twitter because he kept getting burnt. Keep it a C, know how you feel about it. Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da.